on News 3.
Welcome into our award-winning locker room show sponsored by your Hampton Roads Chevy dealers. I'm Megan Plain. Adam Winkler has the night off. This week, high school football teams play for region titles, and we have plenty of local teams from our area competing. The defending champ Lake Taylor Titans and Churchland play for the Class 4 Region A crown. Second quarter, Titans lead by 1 when Jeff Foster scores on the ground and Lake Taylor goes ahead 14-6. Next possession, Titans get another one. This time, Foster spots Kamari Hunter wide open, and their lead is now 21-6, which they're going to carry into the half. Now the Truckers, they find some momentum coming out of halftime, though. In Wildcat formation, running back Romero Hines receives the snap, and he's got a long way to go, but the wheels to blow past the Titans defense. Churchland trails 21-12 in the third quarter, and Lake Taylor answers back with a TD of their own. The Titans stay ahead and win by 10 to advance to state semifinals. In Williamsburg, Phoebus and Lafayette face off for the first time since 1996 in Class 3 Region A finals. First quarter, Lafayette gets fancy with it. Luke Hansen to Sam Boyer, who then hits Donald Gatling in the end zone. Rams take a 14-0 lead. Lafayette with the ball again, but it's not as easy this time. Adrian Warren gets slammed by Kimari Gray and Jalen Mayo. How about that Phantoms defense? They can only stop the Rams for so long, though. This time, Miguel Real is in for a touchdown, one of many. Lafayette takes a huge lead at the half, 29-0, and Phoebus goes on a run in the second half, but the Rams hang on to win 29-18, which means they are region champs, and there is a trophy to celebrate.
This is great. The odds was against us, and we made it happen. We already knew what we was going to get into and how and what things was going to happen. I love the way my team played. We came down, we played like men, and I'm grateful for it.
We're a pretty good program, but I will tell you that, we've heard forever, and every poll you saw this week had 82% to 18% Phoebus was going to beat us. Nobody gave us a chance, right? And so, we took our swing. So there it is.
The job is not done yet. The Rams, they win the region, but now move on to state semifinals where they will host Independence next week. Now also playing tonight is Poquoson at Amelia County. These teams knocked off the top 2 seeds in the region semifinals to make it to this game, and it's Poquoson that comes out on top, winning 49-18 and advancing to state semifinals. Now there are more local teams playing in region finals, including our 7-5-7 showdown matchup. Plus, we're going to talk with the former Tar Heel standout, Daz Newsome, who returns home to the 7-5-7 amid his NFL draft prep. That's ahead in the locker room. At our award-winning locker room show sponsored by your Hampton Roads Chevy dealers. Now, we took a look at tonight's region finals, but there is still more ahead, including Oscar Smith's matchup with Thomas Dale tomorrow. The Tigers, they are on the hunt for redemption after making it to the state championship game last season, but coming up short. It may be more than a year now since that loss, but it is still fresh in their minds, and they will not be happy unless they make it to this year's title game and win.
Coming up short, is something that you'll remember for your entire life, and then the fact that you get a chance to go back at it and get a chance to right your wrong, so to speak, the next year is something that those guys have made a focus on.
We had the guys to win the state championship, and we got the coaches, and we're gonna get it done.
The Tigers host Thomas Dale in tomorrow's region championship at 2 p.m. That is one of 2 local games tomorrow, with Moray traveling to Deep Creek for their region final, which also takes place at 2 p.m. Now we're going to take a quick break, but ahead we catch up with former Tar Heel standout Daz Newsome, who is preparing for the NFL draft. Welcome back inside our award-winning locker room show sponsored by your Hampton Roads Chevy dealers. Nowadays, former Tar Heel standout Daz Newsome spends his time preparing for the NFL draft, but not without making sure he returns to the 7-5-7 and takes some time to give back to the Boys and Girls Club that he once called home. It's the children whose shoes he was once in. He hopes to instill in them these words of advice.
Anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Really, just no matter where you're from, you can do anything. And then when you do make it somewhere, just make sure you come back to your roots.
Today, the Hampton native returns to his roots, throwing a pizza party for the Boys and Girls Club of the Virginia Peninsula, where he signs autographs and plays football with the kids who have their own gift for Newsome, congratulating him on his success at UNC and his future in the NFL.
Before he starred
at the University of North Carolina, Daz Newsome came to this Boys and Girls Club.
It's a great feeling, honestly, because just knowing that I used to go here when I was like in 2nd or 3rd grade, just to be able to get back to the kids and tell them they can do whatever they put their mind to.
He's always had a way with kids. You know, they love Daz, and this means a lot for him because Daz has always said that if there was ever an opportunity, he would give back to his community, and especially with the kids.
Giving back to the children in his community hits especially close to home because he has a daughter of his own, Yelena, who Newsome says has kept him grounded and focused.
Yeah, I mean, being a father is definitely life-changing. It's definitely something that I think everybody should experience. It just makes you see stuff in a different perspective.
He's gained the perspective of fatherhood, will soon have the perspective of a pro football player, and make sure to always remember the perspective he once had as a child at the Boys and Girls Club.